drafted #1 overall by the Browns, but apparently he was almost a Patriot. Baker's agent Jack Mills dropped a bombshell that there was a real chance New England would have traded up to the #2 pick and taken Baker. Mills said the Patriots told him, quote, "You may get a big surprise on draft day at #2 if he's available." Skip, what's your reaction?
Stop the presses, hold the phone. I take it all back. Because I gave Belichick a pass and his props. I gave him props for staying home at 23 and 31 in the first round and giving Tom Brady some help and not using that draft ammo, because he also had 2 twos, to go up and get one of the top quarterbacks. Hold the phone, because he wanted, like a lot of teams, Baker Mayfield, and the only place he could get him was at 2. So you might say the Cleveland Browns saved Tom Brady, because if Belichick goes and gets Baker Mayfield, we're right back to square one.
Tom Brady quits.
Well, he's not. It's going to be close, because he would clearly then be back on the fast track out the back door at the end of next year, right?
Absolutely.
And he would be on the fast track back to a team in which he would have been given no new help from the draft.
Correct.
There would be no Isaiah Wynn, a new offensive lineman. There would be no Sony Michel, who could be, I don't know, the offensive rookie of the year next year. He's got a chance.
Right.
So those would be non-existent, because it would be Baker Mayfield, and you want to talk about somebody who'd come in gunning for the job. He would pull no punches. He'd say, I respect Tom Brady, but he would want that job. He would be campaigning, get me on the field. Even though this is the greatest quarterback ever, Baker Mayfield he's pretty full of himself.
You know,
so
Skip,
here it would come.
Skip, I was going to go into this talking about, okay, Mary Kay Cabot, I have the utmost respect for her, and she's like 6 or 12 teams, but she doesn't name any. Do these teams need quarterbacks?
Saying that 6 of 12 that she surveyed, they wanted Baker Mayfield.
Right. I'm like, and I was going to say, are the Patriots or are the Packers or the Saints or the Steelers, did she talk to? But now I don't even care. This is all I want to talk about, the Patriots. That Coach Belichick's like, if I could move up, I'm going to package all the Skip. It's basically, I'm selling all my possessions.
He would. And I think it would take both those ones and maybe both the twos.
Yes,
to go up
to go from 23? Absolutely.
Because they were later first, 23 and 31.
Right. Because what you call them moved up 10 spots? 17 spots, Kansas City. Moved up 17 spots from 20. Right. So, yeah, you're going to have to package both of those to move up, because they ended up giving up this year's first-round pick. Ooh, Skip, out. Tom Brady, Jim, come do another interview, because I didn't know this. I didn't know this at the time, because had I known this at the time.
This will be a bombshell for Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, I'd have went epic rant on him. I wish. Skip, I wish I could be a fly on the wall in Brookline. You know where Tom Brady lived at that country club? I wish I could be on the fly on the wall where he talking to Giselle. No good.
He's throwing some avocados.
He probably said that. No good, dirty. Oh, I can't believe Coach Belichick.
And all shucks, gee whiz, good guy Tom Brady. We saw in Tom versus Time, he can curse a little bit.
Yeah, he like, enough of that, I'm taking the gloves off. Coach Belichick, you low down dirty, you know what. I can't believe you after all these years. 18 years I was loyal to you. 5 Super Bowls, 8 Super Bowl appearances. And this is the gratitude, you know what? Let me tell you what. I've been knowing all along. He been cheating, y'all. Let me tell you how he did Spygate. I'm telling everything, Skip, baby. Oh, Skip.
So back to Mary Kay Cabot's survey that a bunch of these top teams wanted Baker Mayfield.
Right.
I'm not surprised, because I kept telling you I'm just going on the eye test.
Right.
Baker Mayfield to me was way better on the football field than all these other top quarterbacks in performance. But I can't defend the red flags.
Does that say more about Baker, or does that say less about the talent that he's up against at the quarterback position? Because remember now, he's the only true senior. Everybody else a redshirt sophomore, is a redshirt junior.
You could make
so
that
is that
case.
more about him or less about them?
Or is it a case of every year, Mel Kiper, Todd McShay at ESPN, they set the tone for whom we all think are supposed to be at the top of the draft. And I think Mel had Josh Allen the whole way at #1. Overall, just rank. Not mock draft, but just rank, right? So the point is, they set the tone, but it isn't always the truth of how the rest of the teams see this. And I think the more they looked at the tape, Listen, Baker Mayfield, he's deadly accurate thrower of the football with enough arm. He's got an above average arm.
Yeah.
So it's not, his arm's probably, it might be even a little stronger than Tom Brady's. Now that we've seen with Tom Brady and Joe Montana, you don't have to have a rifle to do this. You have to just throw it accurately and on time.
But I would think, Skip, that Todd and Mel would actually talk. They would talk at some point. They start talking to NFL personnel to get a clear picture of who's going to go what, when, and where. And they stood very firm that I think Mel was Josh Allen, and I think Todd McShay was Sam Darnold. So I think they were very clear on what direction they thought one of these two guys would be number one. Everybody that I saw, Skip, had Baker Mayfield at best at I think I saw one time he was third, but everybody basically had him in that fourth slot.
Well, before last football season, he was like a third or fourth round pick, and then he goes all the way, vaults to number one overall. Because these coaches, the old school coaches, look at the crotch grab or the trash talk. They love that. That's competing. That's fire and brimstone on the football field. That's what they love. They think that's all part of a gamer, a baller, a guy that will lead your whole franchise, right? So that's what they saw, but it took them absorbing the tape of it. I'm just telling you, he was extraordinary as a performer. Not for 1 year, for 3 years.
I got a funny feeling we're going to do another Tom Brady topic tomorrow.
Well,
yeah, because he's feeling some type
I'd
of
like
way,
to hear some kind of reaction about this.
What you think my reaction is? I can't believe Coach Belichick. I already only liked him a little bit.
I still can't believe that Tom was speaking at this convention yesterday. It was in Santa Monica. It's like, what, 3-4 miles from here? We could have driven there. I didn't even know he was speaking. I would have gone.
I was driving in that traffic. Did you see that trucker spill, the tanker spill on 405?
Yeah, well, you have to go under the 405 and back to get there.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could have stayed on Wilshire.
Who are you kidding? You don't leave your neighborhood.
Well, I was out and about this weekend.
No, you were
I was
not.
out.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever stole my weight bag, bring it back and put it back where you got it from.
Weight bag?
Yeah, somebody went in my truck and stole my inhaler, my nebulizer, my weight gloves.
What?
Yeah, they stole it.
Where?
In Manhattan Beach.
You were at the beach?
I was getting something to eat.
Oh, one of those.
Now, so there you go. Man, y'all need to stop
that.
with
Sounds romantic to me.
Y'all see, you always on. Y'all keep some bull job. There you go. There you go, right there, Skip. You can't whip. Now you get on me.
Yeah.
You trying to start some foolishness. Ain't nothing popping out. But I want whoever stole my bag to bring it back.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna get that back.
I'll take LeBron in 6.5 right now.
Nope.
Come on, let me have it.
Nope.
Are the Warriors unbeatable with Steph Curry back? We'll discuss that next.
Good times begin with the cool, refreshing taste of